The essence of balance is detachment. To embrace a cause, to grow fond or spiteful, is to lose one's balance. After which, no action can be trusted. Our burden is not for the dependent of spirit. Maya, third keeper.
I was a kid. No parents, no home. Running messages and picking pockets to keep my ribs from meeting my spine. One night I saw a man. Folks just passed him by like he wasn't there. I thought he must have something valuable, so I snuck up on him and made a grab.
That's not for you.
Please, sir, I'm hungry. Don't tell the Hammers, I promise.
What is your name, boy?
Garrett.
You have talent, lad.
Let go of me, old man!
To see a keeper is not an easy thing, especially one who does not wish to be seen. We have a need for those as gifted as yourself. If you've grown tired of how you live, then follow me, and we will show you a different way.
Leave me alone!
As you wish.
I caught up with him just before he vanished into the crowd. It was the beginning of a very long education.
Welcome, young Garrett. In the nearby rooms, I will instruct you in the various skills you will need to survive. Please stay in the entrance area to each room while I explain the room's purpose. When you are ready to begin your lessons, proceed down this hallway to the first room.
Welcome to you, good viewer. This is the Skyrider, and this is the beginning of my second Let's Play. Let's Play Thief Gold. This is the first of the infamous Thief series. Great series. Thoroughly recommend it, obviously, as you can tell, because I'm LPing it. Yes, this is Thief Gold. It's virtually identical to Thief the Dark Project. Thief the Dark Project being the title of the original game. Thief Gold, exactly the same story, exactly the same, plot, blah blah blah, all that. But this Thief Gold just has some extra levels in it. That's the main difference. It's got an additional 3 levels in there, which adds more to the game, and I like that. I consider that sort of canonical, so to speak. Not that I'm an expert on canon, so my comments on canon should not be considered canonical. And here we are in the Keeper compound, good viewer. The Keepers are one of 3 big organisations in the game, and we will learn more about them as time goes on. And this is the training that they offer young Garrett here, the main character of the Thief series, who I believe it plays quite a big part in the series' success, because Garrett is such a badass character. I love Garrett. He's just brilliant as a character, as an anti-hero. Love him. So, what training do you have to offer us, Keepers?
You must learn how to move unseen. Stay in the shadows. Avoid the light. The indicator on your screen will tell you how visible you are. Try to reach the top of the platform without being seen.
So, sneaking, as one would expect from a game titled Thief, is the main element of the game. It's not a running in and killing everything game. Quite the opposite, in fact. You must try and sneak your way past things. And, I think, again, that's very exciting for me, because, it adds a lot of tension to the game. It's much more exciting, standing in a corner, waiting for a guard to come and to go away so he won't find you, rather than having to fight off several enemies at once. Because basically, if you see me fighting several guards at once, you know I've done something wrong. The visibility gem, which is the thing in the bottom center of the screen, indicates how visible you are, next to the shields, which indicates Garrett's health. If it's black as it is now, then the enemies basically have to bump into you before they will see you. And the lighter that gem is, the worse off you are, basically. The darkness is most certainly your friend, good viewer.
Well done. I did not see you approach.
Open this door to continue. When the door is near the center of your screen, it will light up, indicating that it is selected. To manipulate selected doors and other objects, use them.
So as you can see here, we're completely visible now. This is probably the most visible you can be. So yes, use the darkness. Lesson number 1 from our friends the Keepers.
Good. Proceed down this corridor for your next test.
Good. Apologies if I sound a bit dodgy, good viewer, or, you know, I did intend to get this preview out sooner, but I haven't been feeling too brilliant, and my voice still isn't up to much, so hence why it's been delayed. Yes, I was going to say something else, but I can't remember what it was. Hopefully it'll come back to me.
Now you must learn to move quietly. Some surfaces are louder than others when walked upon, and moving quickly makes more noise than moving slowly. Listen to your own footsteps to hear how much noise you are making. The instructor will have his back turned. You must get to the top of the platform without being heard.
Now I remember what I was going to say. I'm basically using this training mission as an excuse to preview the game and to say some things about this LP in general. Like, for example, I'll be playing it on expert level, the hardest level, the levels being normal, hard, and expert. I feel that this will provide more interesting viewing experience for you. It's more objectives, harder enemies, and I just think it's more interesting for you, good viewer. So I hope you will enjoy that. Yes, the other things I'm going to say will probably come back to me as I do them. As I've said before, joys of live commentary. So, as we can see here, sound, the other big element of the game. Here we have carpet. I am currently running and jumping, as you can see. Carpet is the quietest of all materials, so you can pretty much do anything you want on carpet, move as fast as you want, jump, etc., and you won't suffer any penalties. This is metal, which is obviously much louder than carpet. Not the loudest material in the game, but the second second loudest, I would say. Tile is the loudest of all materials, and God, I hate tile. That will be the bane of my existence in this game, no doubt.
Very good. I did not hear you traverse the room.
Because we
Beyond this
are
door
awesome.
is a hallway that will lead you to your next task.
So as you can hear there, good viewer, the Keeper is walking on metal, which creates a hell of a lot more noise. Now, admittedly, yes, Thief is not the most graphically advanced of games, but nonetheless, it's not the graphics I keep coming back to this series for. It's the story, the plot, the atmosphere. Oh my god, the atmosphere is brilliant. The universe that Thief creates. That's always something I'm looking out for in a fantasy setting. Is the atmosphere. If it creates the universe well, then that always gets a plus in my book. And this draws you into the universe so well. It's absolutely brilliant on part of the writers, part of the creators of this universe. So, let's see what we have out here.
Now get your weapons. To pick up objects, select them by centering them on screen until they light up. Then use them.
So, fairly simple. 2 weapons here, the sword and the bow and arrows. Sword, whacking things, swiping at things, your general weapon for all your stabbing and slashing needs. And the bow and arrow.
Choose your weapon now. Try readying your sword, and then your bow. You can always put them away again if you need your hands free. Now let's go out to the courtyard for some target practice. Ready your bow. Knock an arrow and draw back the string by holding down the attack button. Make sure you draw all the way back, or your shot will not have full power. Take aim, and when you are ready to shoot, release your attack. See if you can hit one of these targets. Good shot. Keep practicing if you wish. When you are ready to proceed, approach the training dummy and ready your sword.
Well, you say good shot, Artemis, but, you know, it missed the bullseye there. Yes, the bow is probably the main weapon you're going to be using. Missed again. You will have many different sort of arrows available to you. Oh, that was really bad. You have your broadhead arrows, your standard things that you kill things with. Then you have various elemental arrows which do different things, one of each element: water, earth, air, fire, or to give their proper names: water, moss, gas, and fire. Then you have rope arrows, which you can shoot into various surfaces, and ropes will drop out of them. Quite how, I'm not sure. Magic, I'm assuming. Yeah, magic. Or science. Or possibly a mixture of both.
Swing at the target with the attack button. A quick tap will give you a slash. Move the tip of your sword to the left of the target for a left slash, and to the right of the target for a right slash. Hold the attack button down, then release for an overhead swing.
Like this.
Try both slashes and the overhead swing on the practice dummy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good job. You're ready for a live opponent. To practice against your partner, enter the cobbled sparring area.
Also just like to appreciate the fact that this is daylight, good viewer. First time that we'll ever really see this in a Thief series, and probably the last, to be honest, because naturally a thief's work must take place at night. Another thing that adds to the atmosphere, I feel. En garde, sir. So, this is also, good viewer, probably the only time you'll see me fighting a guard. Blast. Take that, sir. Because I'll be playing it on Expert, as previously mentioned, one of the objectives, which is something I think is a very nice touch and I rather like, is that you're not allowed to kill anybody. Yeah.
Well done. Keep sparring if you wish. When you are done, leave the sparring area.
Yes, of course, this fight can go on indefinitely because these sword swipes aren't actually going to do any damage.
That's enough sparring for today. Please walk over to the table.
I'm such a sadist. Yes, you're not allowed to kill anybody on Expert, which is rather nice because you know Garrett's a thief, not a murderer. You know, often says in the objective screen, a professional doesn't kill anybody, so don't, or things like that, or you're a thief, not a murderer, don't kill anybody. That's rather nice, I think. Adds much more of a challenge as well to the series.
Would you care for some refreshment before we move on, young Garrett? Please pick up all of the items on this table.
So, various items, keys, open doors, enough said. Healing potions, again, healing potion, enough said. And fruit.
Cycle through your inventory to see the objects you have in your pockets. Once an object is displayed, you may use it. Have something to eat if you wish. Then you may proceed. The next test is waiting on the other side of the metal door.
Not sure if fruit actually does anything on Expert. I think it may heal you on lower levels, but I can't actually remember. But still, we'll eat the apple for effect. You know what they say, an apple a day keeps the hammerite away. Oh yes, actually something before we go through this door. For whatever reason, good viewer, I'm not sure why, Fraps, which is what I'm using to record this, does not like certain aspects of this game. Specifically the menus, or when you go into, like, things outside the game, like for example when you read notes or books, or go into the map screen or the objective screen. For some reason the game doesn't like recording that, and what you will see instead is basically as if the game, like just a freeze frame of where I was in the game at that point. So to illustrate this, I'm looking around, blah 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 blah, looking at the nice bush, and now I'm going into the map screen. So you will hear the background sound effects that indicate I'm in the map screen, and what you'll probably be seeing is just a blank screen. Not a blank screen, but, you know, a frozen screen of where I was just a second ago. I'm now going to change into the objective screen. You heard the sound effect there. A keeper's training. Follow the directions of your instructor in order to pass the training tests. And now I'm coming out of that screen. So see, am back, and obviously now I can move, and you can hear the nice birds singing, and all those various sound effects there. I bring this up, good viewer, because I'm going to be, I like reading, like, the books and the notes and so forth, because I feel, again, they add to the atmosphere of the game. But obviously, since you won't be able to see them, good viewer, I will read them for you. An excuse to put in a bit of voice acting into this LP, which is one of my trademarks, I would like to think, being an actor. Or alternatively, if you prefer, if you're more cynical or jaded, it's an excuse for me to stroke my own ego. And I may not think much of myself in many areas, good viewer, but acting is one of them. I can act. That's one thing I'll say. And, well, in my opinion I can. Your opinion may well be different, and that is not a problem. But just wanted to give you the heads up on that, good viewer.
The door is locked, but the key from the table will open it. To unlock the door, select the key in your inventory. Center the door on screen until it lights up. Then use the key on the door. Good. Now head down this hallway to get to your next test.
Et voila. Yes, this is tile, you can hear here, good viewer. Loudest of all materials. If you're running on tile, you're doing something wrong.
Now you will learn new movement skills. First, climb the rope by jumping onto it. Move while looking up or down to climb up or down the rope. Turn to change your facing. If you jump again, you will release the rope. Now climb the rope to get to the top of the platform.
And yep.
Well done. Run and jump across the gap to the other side of the stream.
Alley-oop.
Good jump. This obstacle is easy to climb if you know how. First, move close to the wall. Next, jump to grab the edge of the wall and pull yourself up.
And
good job. I am most pleased with your progress. You have passed the last test for today. If you wish, you may stay to practice your climbing and jumping, or swimming, ducking, leaning, or crawling. When you are finished, you may return to your chambers by going through that red door. Farewell.
Excellent. And down. There we go. Okay, so we're going to end off here, good viewer. Yes, that is the training mission. That's, I believe, all I wanted to say about this LP. And next time I will see you for the next part, for beginning the game properly, with guards and everything. And now, normally, good viewer, I will sign off with my my trademarked phrase, and I will do so, but I will allow Garrett to speak after me for a change, mainly because the mission will complete after the line is said and I won't really have time to get it in. But there we go. So we'll go through this door. I thank you as always, good viewer. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Skyrider. Farewell until we meet again.
The keepers were training me to be one of them, but I found other uses for those skills.